Hey, what's going on? It's Jason Lucchese and welcome back to the YouTube channel. I am so excited that you are here with us today. I've got some amazing content to share with you. You're going to want to stay until the very end. I've got some very particular messaging that you want to use for this particular strategy that we're going to be diving into. I'm going to be sharing all the steps with you. So make sure, if you're not already a subscriber, make sure you click that subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up. And at the end, let us know if this was a helpful video for you. I believe with everything that's going on in today's time, with everything going on in real estate, this is probably one of the most perfect strategies that you can use. I don't want to say extremely perfect, because I'm not one of those individuals that say, you know, perfection is something that we can attain. I know this is a great strategy. So let me refrain back there and say it's not a perfect strategy. But just to let you guys know, what today we're going to hop into is a pre-probate strategy that not a lot of individuals are using. I think I only know like maybe one or two individuals that are actually implementing what we're going to do today. So very limited competition. You could do this with a shoestring budget. With what I'm going to be showing you on today's video is you could use LinkedIn. Now, a lot of people that may have seen some of our videos in the past might be thinking, oh, well, you're going to show us that asset manager strategy. And no, this has nothing to do with asset managers. This has everything to do with pre-probate. So once you start looking at the screen here in just a moment of what I'm going to be showing you using LinkedIn, there's this add-on tool that I have not heard of anybody else using in their real estate business the way that we are using it to get in contact with the right people. So pre-probate, what I mean by that is obviously the person is with us still. They have not passed on. But a lot of us have gone through this. If you haven't, great, because once you go through this, it really does kind of suck, because this is the last thing that a lot of families want to be worrying about. It's the estate. It's the property. Sometimes mom, dad, whoever is left, whoever is remaining, sometimes what happens is they've had that house for 30, 40 years. It's completely dated. No updates have been done. Potentially the roof is going. Potentially there's lots of other expenses that the family doesn't want to have to pay for, including taxes, maintaining the property, getting somebody to go out there and do the lawn. There's a lot of things that come with it. Also, these individuals could be gone. You know, sometimes when we all grow up, we move. Like my family still lives in the Northwest Chicago suburbs. I'm down here in the Indianapolis area. So sometimes us kids, when we grow up, we don't stay in the same area. Some do, but that wasn't for me. So a lot of these individuals, the family members, are not in the same area. Sometimes they're out of state. So this is something to where these family members need somebody that they can work with. And the best way to do that is by getting in contact with the right folks, which I'm going to be sharing with you on today's video, the most important individual that you could get in contact with. Now, when either mom, dad, or maybe it's a family member, friend, relative, whoever it might be, goes off to maybe like a senior living community and they leave the house behind. We've had this happen so many times, especially like if somebody does this by themselves. We had one property that eventually turned out to be a probate. They kept the house for 3 years. It was vacant. They didn't plan on renting it. They just kept it. So things happen with families a little bit different, and that's completely fine. You know, people have to go through their own grieving process. But the thing I want to share with you here is this whole entire thing, when the house is vacant, people don't want to be, you know, having to worry about being a landlord and potentially having mom or dad's house completely trashed. They don't want to see that happening. So when they go to a senior living community, and they could be there 5, 10, 20 years, you never even know. The most expensive cost when you do go to a senior living facility is that you have the monthly expenses, and it can get pretty pricey. I remember when my mother-in-law was in a memory care unit at a senior living facility, and it was like close to $5,000 per month for like a small little 1-bedroom and she had her own private bathroom. It was really expensive. And then my grandparents, they were also at a very expensive facility too. And it could get very costly, especially when you can't qualify for Medicare or Medicaid, any of those types of things. And that's a totally different video that we can get into here. But the main individuals, and you want to write this down because this is going to be important for what we're going to be covering today, is you want to reach out to these individuals at the senior living community. Most of the time, they're senior care advisors, but there's other different titles of these individuals too. So we're going to hop in here. I'm going to show you how to find the right people. And we're going to be using Chicago as an example here. I don't want to show you my town because we have a lot of contacts in that area. And I don't want to be giving you away all of the contacts that I've built up over the last, couple of years using this particular strategy on LinkedIn. We've been doing this strategy since about 2011. So over 10 years now that we've been doing this. And I want to share it with you so that you could start implementing it yourself right now. And right now is the absolute best time because a lot of individuals want to be selling. They want to get top dollar. And if you could come in, you could identify a property as, hey, it's going to need $40,000, $50,000 in rehab. And you could do all the, benefits pitching that you can over, one of the things that we like to do is becoming a problem solver. So if you could be an individual that can get past, the other investors that come in and pitch benefits, and you could actually become a problem solver, it's going to completely make things night and day difference for you at the end of the day. So let's hop in here. I'm going to show you my screen. We're going to zoom in. Boom. So here we are. We're at good old LinkedIn. And one of the main things that I want to share with you is this really cool thing that is called Lusha. Now, Lusha is really cool. It is an add-on tool, and it allows you to do some really cool things. So I'm going to show you their website here in just a little bit. Best thing to do is when you come on here, you're going to want to type in senior living communities. And as you're doing that, you could just click on this right here as it pops up, senior living communities. You're going to want to click on people, and then you're going to want to go, and you can see 124,000 that are at senior living communities. So the next thing you want to do is come over here, click on all filters, put on second and third connections, and then let's come over here to location. I'm going to put Chicago. And it's going to go ahead and pop up greater, I don't want Chico. So we're going to put in, I think, yep, I definitely spelled that wrong. My home city, sorry for that. Now we're going to click on show results. When we do show results, we've got 1,800 individuals in just greater Chicago. So when you could start doing this, you could start examining, individuals at actual senior living facilities. That's the best thing that you would want to do. And sometimes it's individuals like this, their director of operations, vice presidents. You might want to get in contact with them. Executive directors is normally kind of what we see as a role there as well. So senior care advisor, executive director. So we're going to click on, I believe it's Janaea Cole. We're not connected, so you can see second connection right here. The one thing with Lusha, hopefully you just saw what popped up on my screen there, but look at this. With Lusha, this is a free add-on tool. Now, yes, you do have to pay at some point after you reach like a certain number. I think they give you like 5 or 10 credits for free. But if I click show contact, I'm going to get the phone number for this individual. So now you have a really great step in the right direction of being able to reach out to these individuals. And like I said here, make sure you stay on until the end. I'll give you some really good messaging that you could use if you want to connect with them on LinkedIn as well. And we're seeing about a 65-70% conversion ratio with the messaging that I'm going to be sharing with you here in just a moment. Feel free. You could do whatever you want with it. You could copy and paste it and use it in your own business. And, so far, if you're liking this information of being able to get pre-probate properties, make sure you give us a thumbs up. Let us know that you like this video. And if you have any questions or comments or anything like that, make sure you let us know as well. So I'm going to hop back over here. I'm going to click back. And we could also reach out to some of these other individuals. You could see Some of these folks are not all going to be at facilities. Sometimes they act as like an individual, almost as an intermediary. And what they do is they're kind of like a broker, and they help find and place individuals at these facilities. So they might not be the best to get in contact with. We haven't had any luck with them. The people that we're really having success and luck with is like individuals that are director of operations. So if I wanted to click on Dr. Leslie Eldridge, the thing that I would do here is, again, look at this. It pops up. Now, this isn't, the one that we probably would go with, because it would waste your credit on just getting a personal email address. So best thing to do at this point is click connect. You're able to connect with these individuals. And if you look on this sidebar here too, people also viewed, you could see other individuals here. So regional director is a good one. So you can see a lot of them. Regional director is also another key. So make sure you're jotting this down, or if you want to pause and rewind just a little bit, you can do that. Regional director is a good one. Director of operations is a huge one as well, that a lot of these titles are going for. So if you don't have premium on LinkedIn, you're only going to be able to see like 100 of these people on a daily basis. Now, a little bit of a thing that you can do is you could come over here to filters, and I'm going to go ahead and click this button right here to get Lusha down. One of the things that you want to do, if you want to click on certain types of keywords, like if you want to click on title, you could put director. That's going to take down the results quite a bit. So it went from 1,800 to 338. So now we're just looking at directors in the area. So director of development, that might be one to where they're putting up more development for this type of senior living. Executive director right here. So let's take a look at some of these other ones and see if there's something that we can do with, you could get phone numbers for these people relatively pretty quick. So if we clicked on this individual, Patty, and you can see here he's got 500 plus connections, which is always good. One of the huge things that I want you to see right here, once you start using Lusha, you've got phone number 1, phone number 2. Now, sometimes in these cases, this is their cell phone. So you could get in contact with them, and you could just let them know how you got in contact with them. And you could use some of the messaging that I'm going to be sharing with you here in just a moment. But this add-on tool is so huge. And if you guys have watched some of our stuff on asset managers, getting in direct contact with banks, this is also something that you can use for that as well. So we're going to do a follow-up video on that here. If you want to see more on the asset managers getting in contact directly with banks and using Lusha and the right messaging, make sure you leave a comment below and let us know that you would like to see those types of videos, because right now that would be huge for somebody to be able to take that information and get direct with banks right now. We all know that there's some huge crises going on with evictions, foreclosures, all that type of stuff. So if you guys would like to see that, make sure you drop a comment below and let us know that you would like to see that. We'll put together a video so that you can have that in place. So one of the things with Lusha that I'll show you, it's an add-on. So the best thing that you would do is come over here, and you could go to lusha.com. Once you sign up, then it will switch to dashboard.lusha.com. And then you could start using it. You could get it for free for 14 days. You get 5 credits per month just on the free plan, and you could get that done. Now, if you wanted to upgrade, let me show you the costs here. Oh, and you could get free credits as well. So if you want to add information to individuals, like, the sidebar when it comes up, like if all it pops up with is their email and you have a phone number, you could put that in there and get free credits. Now, if we wanted to upgrade, I'll show you the pricing here really quick. And it's not too terribly expensive, especially for everybody that might be doing direct mail or anything like that right now. I would say this is an absolute game changer as far as saving you money on a monthly basis. So right now, professional, that's the one I would probably recommend if you needed to do this. So 80 credits. So that would be more than enough. The 5 credits for you just starting off using the strategy is fine. It's free, 5 credits per user per month, and you're good to go. It supplies email addresses, phone numbers, really, really cool stuff. Very inexpensive. I don't get any money for sharing this with you. I just thought it was really cool that you can do that. And professional, if you plan on doing asset managers, you plan on maybe trying to build your cash buyers list, you want to do the senior care advisor role that we're doing right now, the $89 per month is going to save you a ton of money compared to some of those folks out there that are spending thousands every month on direct mail. So $89 compared to, let's just say, $1,000. You could do the math there. It's going to make dramatic sense for you to do that. So one thing that I wanted to share with you here is the messaging that we use. So let me hop into that. So here's the messaging that we use, and I'm going to go ahead and scroll in here so that you could see the exact terms and uses that we use. So this one says, "Hi, Amy. My team and I are working with seniors, and the majority of them are looking to transition from their home to a senior living community. We work with them on the real estate side and need a professional we could refer them to. I look forward to hearing from you. Thanks, Jason Lucchese." So Amy was really nice. She connected with me probably just like 4 or 5 days after I sent this. And here's what I normally send as a follow-up if they don't say anything. Okay, so I'm going to scroll back in here so you guys can see this. And it says, "Hi, Amy. Thanks for accepting my connection request. Do you have any time this week for a quick chat to see if you can help me with our referrals?" Now, one of the things I will tell you is we do work with a lot of individuals that, are behind on their taxes. They could be in a situation to where a family member just passed away and they're in the middle of really not knowing what to do. So we do have the referrals. If you don't have the referrals and maybe you want to partner up on some of these deals, you can use this same messaging that we're using right now. So the big thing is, if you are working with folks that are older and they're looking to transition to senior living communities, this is the type of opportunity that you could be using right now. And the next message that I used, because I didn't hear back from her, and sometimes that will happen, I just put this simple message. "Hi, Amy. I hope I'm not bothersome following up with you. We've been actively purchasing properties from folks, and some are elderly folks looking for senior living communities to move to. Let me know if we can have a quick chat. I want to give these folks some referrals as we often help them with moving expenses. Thanks, Jason Lucchese." And then she did respond back. She responded back. She gave me her personal cell phone number, and we were able to communicate. We were able to talk. She was able to receive some of the referrals that we had, and she gave us 2 really good referrals that we were able to acquire properties and wholesale them. And what we see is the wholesale fees are dramatically higher because at this point, let's just say a mother just lost her husband maybe like 6 months to a year ago, and she's got a couple of sons, maybe a daughter as well. They group together and they chat about, best solutions for mom. And when we are able to help them find a really manageable, from a monthly expenditure standpoint, being able to communicate with mom, and we could help find a facility like that, and it's within their budget, and we could help mom stay there for as long as possible, enjoy family as much as possible, because sometimes what happens is family members have these houses and they don't realize, hey, maybe mom or maybe dad would like this property sold. It'd give them $150,000 in cash that they could put in savings. Maybe they'd like to take the family out on a trip. So you've got the messaging that you could start using immediately. Lusha is free. It's for Google Chrome, so make sure you use Google Chrome for that. And you could start implementing this strategy into your wholesaling business. You could do it for rehabs, for buy and holds. Right now, the market, is really dry for deals. And when you have a solution like this, it puts you in a totally different game of how you're able to get deals for yourself. And also in the process, you're helping people. So hopefully today's video was extremely, helpful. You were able to gain something from this, and you could start implementing this strategy into your own business. Let us know if you enjoyed this. You have any questions, leave a comment below. Make sure you give us a thumbs up, 1 thumbs up, 2 thumbs up. We really need those thumbs up so that we can hit that YouTube algorithm, get this information out to other individuals as well. We want to push the channel. If we aren't growing, it really does not help us with being able to get you the content that you need to help you and your real estate business. So make sure you hit that subscribe button as well, because that's going to help you stay in tune with new information that we have coming out for you. Hit that notification bell as well so that you get an alert to your phone. You also get an alert to your email that you signed up with on YouTube, and you can get that information straight away. You don't have to worry about searching for our video or anything like that. Whenever we have brand new videos just like this, you'll get a notification. But other than that, thank you so much for your time. I look forward to seeing you on our next video. You have an outstanding day, and I will talk to you later. Take care. Bye now.